Hello. In this video we are going to consider a problem in physics. The problem reads like this. A point moves along an arc of a circle of radius r. Its velocity depends on the distance covered s as v is equal to a into square root of s, where a is a constant. Find the angle alpha between the vector of the total acceleration and the vector of velocity as a function of s. So consider a particle to be moving in a circular path. Its velocity is equal to a root s, right, where s is the distance covered, and it has also got tangential acceleration, because as s increases, v increases. As the particle moves more and more on the arc, s will increase. As s increases, v will increase. V will increase means it is accelerating. So the particle has a tangential acceleration. Also the particle should possess normal acceleration, without which circular motion is not possible. Whenever there is a circular motion, there should be a centripetal force. Hence there should be a centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration is also called as normal acceleration, which is given by the formula v squared by r, normal acceleration. If v is the magnitude of the velocity at any instant being considered. So all these things we will explain by this diagram. This problem is from Iredov 1.39. See here. Let's say the particle is going around in the anti-clockwise direction as you face it. At some instant of time p, of course at more distance it covers, more speed it will possess, greater speed. Speed increases as time passes on. As time passes on, s will increase, so v will increase. At some instant of time, let v be the velocity, tangential velocity, and say there is also an acceleration because it is going in the circular track. That normal acceleration represented as this vector an. Tangential velocity is represented here. Okay, so there is tangential acceleration also. There is normal acceleration, also tangential acceleration. There will be a resultant, right? The resultant is represented as a. You have to complete the parallelogram, which is a rectangle here, but we don't want to find the magnitude of the resultant acceleration. Resultant acceleration only, it is given here as total acceleration, right? We want to find this angle alone, angle alpha between the vector of the total acceleration and the vector velocity, vector of velocity. This is the total acceleration. One thing you have to remember, direction of tangential acceleration will be in the same direction as the velocity at any instant of time. Tangential velocity this direction means tangential acceleration also will be at that direction, in that direction, at a particular instant being considered. So you see, direction of v vector is same as that of tangential acceleration. So if you want to find alpha between total acceleration and the velocity vector, it would be same as the angle between total acceleration and tangential acceleration. Angle between total acceleration and the tangential acceleration. So if at all you find this angle, no, you should find between two accelerations only. You have to consider both accelerations, and then only you can find alpha, total acceleration and tangential acceleration. Have you understood this? So tan alpha will be opposite by adjacent. Opposite means this arrow, which is same as this arrow, normal acceleration. Adjacent side will be tangential acceleration. Now remember all these things, then we proceed like this. We are given v is equal to a root s square. We are getting v square is equal to a squared s. So instead of proceeding in a very straightforward formal way, we will adopt some kind of a comparison. That will make things easier. And also here when s is 0, v is 0. V variable, s variable, a constant. When v is 0, when s is 0, v is 0, this means initial velocity is 0. Right? Comparing it with standard equation of motion, which is v square is equal to u square plus 2 a naught s. I have used the symbol a naught to mean acceleration because there is another a here, so I can't use a here for acceleration. A naught into s, a naught is a uniform acceleration. This is the equation of motion for a body undergoing uniform acceleration. We all know it. So a naught is uniform acceleration, which is tangential here. If u is 0, because initial velocity is 0, in this case also I make u 0, you will get v square is equal to 2 a naught s. Here v square is equal to a square s. Now you can compare. This is also having uniform acceleration because a is constant. Right? A is constant. Just compare. V square is a squared s. V square is 2 a naught s. Here a is constant. Here uniform acceleration means a naught constant. So these two equations compare well. Comparing this, you call it as equation 1, call it as equation 2. A squared s will be equal to 2 a naught s. So a naught, the tangential acceleration, is a squared by 2 s will cancel. So a naught will be a squared by 2. Magnitude of the tangential acceleration, this is only tangential acceleration, magnitude will be a squared by 2. Magnitude of the tangential acceleration. See, direction of a tangential is same as the direction of the velocity vector. That is written here also. Also normal acceleration at any instant of time, v squared by r. But v square is a squared s. So a squared s by r. After that things are very easy. Tan alpha, an by at, of course the magnitudes. An by at. A normal, a squared s by r. A tangential, a squared by 2, but it is here in the denominator. So a squared s by r for a normal into 2 by a squared, because you have to divide, so here you have put the multiplication symbol, so 2 by a squared. A square will go, so 2s by r. Tan alpha is 2s by r, alpha is tan inverse of 2s by r. This comparison makes things easier. Have you understood this? Thank you once again for watching my video. Thank you.